I'm not sitting on the floor today. Oh my gosh! Good afternoon. How are we all? Good. That's good. Today's video is just another Q&A. I haven't done one in about more than 1 month, so I decided to do another one. So I went to Instagram and I asked you guys, and you always surprise me with the amount of questions that you guys ask. Like, I think that I'm gonna get like 5. I'm like, yeah, can make a video out of that. And then you guys ask me like nearly 40 questions. I'm going to answer as many as I can in this video. I will try and make another, I guess it would be a part 4 because this would be a part 3. Just another video answering some more of those questions, but if you desperately want me to answer those questions as soon as possible, just DM me them on Instagram and I will answer that straight away for you. Or you can leave them in the comments below and I try to answer them as soon as they come up. So leave a comment below asking any questions if you want any. Or have any, not, you know, yep. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight in there. After the operation, did the right side of your chest hurt at all? Not necessarily my chest. The right side of my rib cage very much hurt because it was cut open and I had 5 ribs cut. But besides that, not my chest. I don't think anyway. Did they put Steri-Strips on your back? Yes. Before I went home, they put the Steri-Strips on my back and I just had to wait till they fell off, and they fell off within, I think it was like within a week or something. If you ever tried to fix a position you were laying / sitting in, did the bottom of your back start to burn? Almost like you pulled a muscle. I don't really remember the types of pain that I had necessarily. I did have one, like on the kind of the right side of my lower back, the muscle was very tight and would constantly hurt for quite a while, but it wasn't necessarily because I moved my position. So either way, if you're just out of surgery, you're going to get a whole bunch of pain and different kinds of pain that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, is this normal? And you just have to wait it out. If it persists and if it gets worse, then obviously talk to your surgeon or someone about it. But yeah, there's so many different pains that you can get. Your body is just trying to get used to it, so don't worry about every tiny little pain that you have. I went through surgery 3 weeks ago and I am having a lot of pain in both my shoulder blades. In one of your posts I saw you had that too. Does it get better in time? Or do you have any shoulder related pain relief tips? Yeah, it does get better with time. Well, mine did anyway. Obviously, everyone's journey is different. Recovery is different. But yes, it did get better in time and has got even less now. A lot of the time, like after immediate recovery, it would only hurt when I would lean against hard surfaces like plastic chairs and stuff. Now, because my rib has grown more, like around that area, it doesn't hurt as much. Any shoulder related pain relief tips? Yes, probably not at 3 weeks though. At that early stage of your recovery, I'd probably just get like a heat pack or even a cold pack. Some people prefer like the cold than the hot. But just make sure that if you can't feel that area of your back, because I was very numb, if you apply any heat to it, make sure that someone has tested it first and that you don't just keep on heating it up, because it can burn you, because you don't feel that your back, like you may not feel the heat, but your skin's gonna burn. So just be careful how hot you make those things. People who are further in their recovery, you can always get like a tennis ball or even a softer ball, something round shaped, lean against a wall, put it where the pain is and just like kind of roll it out, apply pressure to the tight muscle. If anything really hurts, then don't do that. Is your back still numb? There are areas of my back that are still numb, but I have gotten a lot of feeling in my back. I think I've also just gotten used to it, but if someone touches my back, I can feel it more. I think mainly around my shoulder blades is my most numb area, but again, it's not, like at first I could tell that it was numb, but now it's kind of just normal. Is your scar still itchy? No, early on it's just part of the healing process. I don't necessarily know why. If it's still itchy, it may be because it is dry or the skin around your scar is dry. In my last video, I talked about skincare and the products that you can use to make sure that your scar is hydrated. That helped a lot with my itchiness of my scar, and so yeah, if you're a little bit longer in your recovery, check out that video. Can you feel the screws and rods? Not as much as I could before. Not that I could like really feel them, but when I tensed the muscles in my back, you could feel them. I don't actually know whether this is what normal people feel, because I don't remember having a straight spine at all. When I tense, like, I feel it's very stiff, like not stiff, but I feel like maybe a normal person, well, not a normal person, but someone without screws and rods in their spine wouldn't feel the way that I feel. It's not uncomfortable though, and it's not like weird, it's normal now. You get used to it. Do your rods stick out so you can see the screws? I wonder if I can show you. There is a bit of my back that does actually do it. Okay. Hello. Have you ever seen me this close before? Probably not. So like, yeah, can you see how when I bend, it's a little bit like lumpy? That's just the spine processes though, so that's not the rods. I think a lot of people think that that's the rod or that's a screw, because I did, but my surgeon told me that was just the spine processes, so just part of the spine. My surgeon did say that if it really bothers me, that he can go in for another surgery and just cut that bit open and shave the bone down, and then yeah, but you know, I don't really want a third surgery. It doesn't bother me that much, and if someone points it out, I'll be like, bro, I've got like 2 metal rods in my spine. What you talking about? I don't know why I said that. Anyway, what was your progress like in terms of being able to get out of bed on your own and things? I started to get out of bed on my own in hospital. They try get you to get up yourself as soon as you like possibly can. So they help you the first few days, and then you start to get yourself up. So when I need to go to the bathroom, I would get myself up, and I wouldn't have to call the nurse anymore. But yeah, so getting out of bed wasn't actually too much of a problem. It hurts a little bit at first, but you know, you get used to it. I've said that a lot, but you do. Everything about a human is so adaptable, and yeah, we just adapt to it, and we don't have to think too hard about it. But you do learn how to do a log roll out of bed, and that makes it much easier. And things, I'm not quite sure what things you mean and or are implying, so I'm gonna leave that one there. What did you do for fun when you couldn't? TV. I watched all of the seasons of New Girl. That was such a good like pick me up, because you just need something that you don't have to think about, because you're pretty drugged up for a while. Well, you're still on like medication and stuff, and for me that made it hard to concentrate. So watching a show that was funny and I didn't have to think about too much was really just, yeah, it helped my mood. What else did I do? I tried quite a few different things over recovery time. I started a blog because I wanted to kind of remember everything that I went through. Unfortunately, I didn't keep at it. I really wish I had, just to know how long it took me to finally like start to do things. But you know, what can you do? I started YouTube videos after a few months. Not that I do them as consistently as I want to, but that has been a little hobby of mine when I'm able to. Reading, once you can read. I couldn't read for ages because I just couldn't concentrate on a book. YouTube videos, like watching them, not actually doing them. Any craft projects, if you're crafty, I would recommend that. And yeah, does one of your ribs stick out more than the other? Not one like necessarily, but my left, like my rib cage is still a bit out. They couldn't get me perfect, like, let's be real. I went from like an 80-degree curve to like 10 degrees or something, so. But yeah, so my left side still sticks out a bit more than my right side, but it's much better than it used to be. Have you been cleared to ride roller coasters? I am currently 4 months post-op and my surgeon said to wait a while. It doesn't bother me if I'm not cleared to do them, if I'm being honest, because I'm not really a roller coaster person. I've never been on a roller coaster. But in saying that, just listen to your surgeon. Really, it's only a few months of your life that you have to abide by these rules, and it is way better to follow what your surgeon says rather than go full speed ahead and injure yourself. Once you've already been through this massive thing, just go by what your surgeon says, wait it out, and yeah, you'll eventually be able to go turn it upside down in these metal frame things in very highness. Yeah, that's how I feel about them. When did you start swimming? I've only swam like twice, but I really want to get into it more. I just haven't. The reason I didn't start swimming earlier was because I didn't think that I would have the strength in my back to actually pull myself up on the little like ladder railing things, and I didn't know a pool, like a local pool that had stairs to get in and out of the pool. But I think I got told that I could start swimming at like 6 weeks. So I definitely recommend it because I've talked to people and they say it's really good for you. What was the most difficult thing to do after surgery, and is there anything you can't do now because of the surgery? Can't do the whole bending thing from the thoracic part of my back, but that's fine because, well, besides like sometimes it's a little bit annoying because, I don't know, like when you're putting on a tough pair of pants, or you're trying to put on socks from standing and you've got nothing to balance on, and if you don't have very good balance like me, then it's a little bit difficult, but it's not anything that you can't adapt to. So yes, the most difficult thing to do after surgery, straight after surgery, showering was really hard. It took a lot of effort, and once I had a shower I would be so tired I'd have to go lay in bed, but after a while that was okay. Also dressing myself straight after surgery was hard, so I had to get my mum to help me. Yeah, I'd say those two are the most difficult, like those things stood out. I don't know, a lot of things are difficult straight after surgery, but as I said, you adapt. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot in this video, but I just want you guys to know that whatever this surgery throws at you and whatever this recovery throws at you, you'll be able to get through it. Even if it seems really hard, or like you think if you're going to go through the surgery and you hear about these things, you're like, oh my god, like how am I going to even start to deal with that? You do. I freaked out a little bit about like these things, but you don't need to, because you'll have people to help you and you will just be able to do it. So believe in yourself. Did you lose a lot of weight? Yes. I don't think it was actually like a lot in actual like kilos or anything like that. I think it was like a few kilos, possibly 4, maybe that is a lot, I don't know. But I went from my torso being like this to this, maybe not that much, but that in itself made me slimmer. And then I didn't eat for like 2 weeks because I was in hospital for 2 weeks, and I looked very gaunt and I didn't look very alive because you know, you don't get like that much sleep and stuff, and so I had like dark circles under my eyes and my face was really skinny, and I lost like all of my muscle kind of thing. So yeah, I did look quite skinny and slim after surgery, and it took a few months to actually get back to normal. Maybe not a few months, let's be real, I ate like a lot of bags of chocolate. Yeah, after a few weeks at home, I like getting some proper meals into me, I did start to look much more healthy. So yeah, those are all the questions that I'm going to answer. Any questions that you really want to know, leave in the comments below or Instagram me. Like this video if you like me doing Q&As and if you find them helpful. Subscribe if you want to. What else is this thing that YouTubers do? I don't know. But have a really good day, and if you're recovering, keep going because you'll get through it. If you're going to have surgery, good luck because you are also going to get through it. Because, yep. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! You can also do it if you use other products such as these two. So these are skin therapy oils. They're both for